Alright, we're on to the final film of Roger Moore playing James Bond, and also the first Bond game on the Amstrad. Here's the box of the game, no screenshots on the back, suspicious, for good reason. Here's the cassette. I like how they cheekily put their space for the counter number for each parts of the game you have to load up. I'll come on to that later. Here's the map for the first level, the mines game. I don't know if you can see all that, but I'll provide a link to it in the video description, so you can view that if you want to get some assistance with that. And also for the second level, I'll do that on the next video. Well, here's the introduction. It's got a nice rendition actually of Duran Duran's theme tune, but no gun barrel sequence, just a static screen. I'm really disappointed about that. Actually, none of the Bond games on the Amstrad had the classic gun barrel animation. Shame. Anyway, there's 3 parts of the game, as you can see there, and for some bizarre reason on the Amstrad, and I think the Spectrum version too, they're all out of order. The Mines game comes first, where it should be really the Paris game followed by City Hall and then the Mines, but I guess the programmers realised that the Mines game is by far the best one, so let's put this first on the tape. And the Paris game is absolutely awful and rubbish, that's last on there. So I can see why they did that. Anyway, you're supposed to play them in the correct order, and at the end of each completion of each section, you get a code to use on the next one. Otherwise, apparently, you can only play it in practice mode. You don't get any score, and I presumed that if you completed them all in order with all the codes, then you'd get some ending, which, well, wait and see. But unfortunately, there's a horrendous bug in the game, and that the Mines game on completion doesn't give you the bloody code to use on the next one. So I consulted on the CPC wiki forums, and I strongly recommend everyone who's an Amstrad fan go on the CPC wiki site. There's a brilliant forum on there with loads and loads of people talking about the Amstrad stuff. In fact, it's a place to go if you want to chat about it. And a very, very kind person on there called Johnny Olson actually had a good scan through all the code and actually worked out how to find the code. So a big thank you to Johnny Olson for doing that for me. Very kind of you. Unfortunately, it's rather pointless, which you'll see later on. Anyway, this is the Mines level about to start up, and a very, very nice rendition of the James Bond theme. Now, I want you to bear in mind this game was released in 1985, so it's a very, very, very old game. The Amstrad itself only came on the market in 1984. So for what it is, I don't actually rate this too badly. I mean, it's aged very, very poorly, unfortunately. But I have a bit of a strange liking for this game. It's one of the first games I got on the Amstrad, and I was quite impressed as a kid. But hey, you soon learn. Film itself was probably the weakest of the Bond films, unfortunately. Roger Moore was far too old, and it was very cringeworthy in places. Oh yeah, by the way, first of all, pick up the grapple gun. You're gonna be needing to use that a lot. went through the code using WinApe emulator and actually found the numbers within the code. I was quite impressed by that, actually, that I managed to do that. Right, I'll leave this commentary here, and I'll see you in the next part, which is the last part of the mines